Sale yakutumidde.
Nani amanyi?
Nja kutwalayo. Kubanga Sale nabaddeyo. And he offered me 4 hours
of his
discussion.
Time. They say he's unreachable. How did you find?
And I found Sale very informed, more informed than I wish I could meet him once a month. Because I found an intellectual I had not seen before. Sale is very informed.
Sale.
Yes. Why?
Maybe because that's why he's too quiet. He does not talk a lot.
Sale told me, and I'm his disciple now. Disciple now. Sale changed my mindset. I'm a very arrogant man. I think I know I'm an expert on Ugandan history.
Does he know you are arrogant?
But Sale proved me wrong on 3 issues. Sale says the problem in Uganda is economic, not political.
True that.
We are chasing a wrong enemy.
I agree with him.
And Sale told me he went to his brother. Sale respects his brother. Sale said, ever since I became an officer of UPDF, I go to my brother, salute him, receive orders, and I go.
Very good. Disciplined soldier.
There was a time when the president summoned Sale to Gulu, or lutalo. He whispered to me, "This is Mugambi. Where does Muhoozi sit?" Are you
sure?
I'm telling you.
Sale.
Yabuuza Muhoozi mu helicopter mu n'atuulawa.
Aleme kutuulawo. That respect.
Yes.
Ke kamanyiro kituga nti ennaku zina akamanyiro kasusse. That respect is coming out.
Sale yaŋŋambye tiyagenda ewa brother we. Namugamba nti
yagambye yakukkiriza obyogera kubanga oyinza
kiyamba eggwanga. How many access Sale? And I'm going to be his disciple, and I'm going to publicize. I'm going to help him to pursue his idea. Sale yagambye bwe yagenda obrother we namugamba nti the problem is economic, not political.
It is purely economic.
President yamuwa ebibuuzo 12 to explain. One, how was the economy running in the pre-colonial times? 2, how was the economy running before 1900 agreement? How was the economy running after 2000 agreement? And how was the economy running?
I can't help you.
I abuse these people. If you wanted to talk to somebody, you must know his program.
Don't worry. Continue.
And most of these people who ring in are useless, stupid, and idiots.
No, there is nobody who is
because they think that they can solve all of their problems.
A useless person cannot have.
Am I Jesus?
You
tell somebody you're no longer in the government, then they bring their problems to be settled by government. How can you send a defrocked priest to a cardinal? Idiotism. When I abuse them, and I told
this phone call is a simple one.
I told Sale that people believe that I abuse them, but it is because of lack of reasoning. Hakati.
Sale 15 questions.
Yes, he went. Nazikola. Nazizayo wa Muganda. Namumarkinga. At a high mark. Sale did the same to professors. Never go beyond. And I agreed with the Sale. Such Mugambi. The years of Wang and Wangamba. Sale is recruiting a person to be governor Bank of Uganda. Bagwa Pinobona. Because of your Nababigua.
And if you don't understand,
he called a group of professors you see writing in your newspapers impressively. That's a answer you can see. President Moi, he is a professor of Kenya. Bona, Nabaga, assemble here. Give him one answer. What does an ordinary Kenyan want? Nibogere byobusiru byonna nebyogere byobusiru mweyabagamba an ordinary Kenyan fe tumuyita mwanayingi Kenyan bamuyita Wanjuki an ordinary woman oba an ordinary Kenyan mweyabagamba mwina mugudde ebigezo. The ordinary Kenyan wants one thing, additional kawunga and sukuma ya wiki on his dining table. Simple. An ordinary Ugandan wants to educate his children and additional food. Si kuvuga benzi ebibya abalonde. As long as people have food, as long as people live comfortably, the safety of a Ugandan in Uganda
is guaranteed. It is actually now opposition bakiza speak to somebody yesterday now bakiza kizibu ky'abana Uganda n'abaana bano bonna embeera mwe bali. Simple.
I agree with
Museveni knows that
entirely. But you said you spend a lot of time on politicking. You have a large following. Why haven't you looked at this issue of economic?
What if you are driving your audience into economic recovery and economic activity?
I apologized.
You apologized?
Yes.
No, you'd have told him that when the politics are
but because I told him you don't have a media.
They don't.
Government does not have a media.
I agree entirely.
Government does not experts.
They have experts, they don't use them.
After a war is followed up by construction. Singa mwagende Congo nga America bebagende Congo nibajjako mu butu. A country bali badde under reconstruction.
True.
That's what they have done.
And they give you the cost of reconstruction immediately after they say the cost will be
in a capacity.
This one, yes.
But if a poor country liberates another poor country, then there is no stability. Abatanzania bajja wano nitubagalanye batandika okukwata abakazi n'okubba essaawa n'okubbaki. Was there a ceremony to send off Tanzanians? But the Americans have separated Iraq, they have separated Afghanistan. There was a stampede initially.
Two things I want to hear.
Why is it that Japan, the only country that ever tested the nuclear bomb, is an ally, a close ally for the Americans? Immediately after the war, Europe was devastated, but immediately after the war, the Marshall Plan. So I agree entirely with him. The problem in Uganda is not political.
It is economic.
It's
economic.
Now,
what I want to hear is having known that it is economic.
Yes.
Solution.
Yawandise ekitabo kye Museveni Economics.
Ekitabo?
And Sale would be awarded the PhD.
True, but
that's why.
European
universities is really modern. Nze nasomera Makerere. Bw'osomera Makerere ng'ogenda okukirira okufuna diguli eyo. Your career at the swimming pool, your career at the
hospital, your hall of residence.
Nagenda kitunulira mwazana analytical man. Ntikati nze I'm associated with the university hall.
Jawali.
Sasulayo.
Zenali wansibirwa, as associated with nsibirwa.
My son, Dr. Mirundi, also is yasulanga mu university hall. Kati this would be a bond between me and the university hall.
There is, sure.
This is why Europeans award you PhD, Doctor of Philosophy, to identify with that university. Salendent is a PhD.
In what now?
If there is a Atoba Yatuza professor because why? They don't know the historical events. Saleh and services into research to be about this man.
It's my interest.
One. Yangamye nti akaboga ke bayita bakuli okamanyi.
Bakuli? Eyemengo.
Nangamba kava muki.
Bakuli?
Yes.
So messy.
Nimugamba bakuli. I think bakuli. Nti normally Baganda kubaga serwani eza paso ziraba. Zizasooka mu Uganda. Bazitanga ab'embuga balya. Nga bazikubaganya bwe bati. Bategedde nti balira ku sowani. Ab'embuga balya. Kakati I saw to that nakulabyeyo kakati bakuli namugeye nti nze ndowooza bakuli oba bakulimba Selena, you were wrong. In 1912, the Europeans created a company, Uganda company, as opposed to the Imperial British company.
True.
But Uganda company was to run the economy by the mission society. Nga sente ezivamu zidevelopinga Uganda nabo ne bafunako to sustain their activities. Kyembadde manyi Uganda company yali wano opposite taxi park, old taxi park, Aponya building. Era batugambanga mu buto nti oyo n'omunyo wange okuyita kwa Uganda company. That's what I knew about Uganda company. Kakati Salena nyumiza n'angamba nti omuzungu oyo baleeta omuzungu wano Major General Bakale n'ateeka amasitoowa mu kifo ekyo nga mwagulira pamba. Abaganda Bakale bamuyita Bakuli.
Sure.
Yes. And he has every. And you see, for me, when you read, I don't respect you. Kubanga omusajja mu professor developing a theory n'agenda ng'agitunda mu universities as required by at that time. Ti omusajja yali anaaba mu bbaafu bwe yagigwamu amazzi ne gayiika n'ategeera ti volume yo
obuzito bwo bwenkanaaka n'amazzi gano
yadduka bwereere okulipootinga ku ggombolola
agasigadde
discovery. Kakati mu edda wazuulanga ekintu nga professor siyoleye ayina ogitunda mu bantu. So a university professor discovered this theory like Sale has done, and he moved it out to universities defending his theory. Kati driver we yaliwo,
driver wa Bakuli,
driver wa professor ono yatambulanga naye. So the man grasped whatever the man was saying. At one time the driver told the professor, mpe ebyambalo byo bya professor nange njogere mu bayizi kuba yabigula spinga. Kakati bwayogera mu bayizi mwana omuyizi n'amubuuza ekibuuzo kyatasobola kunnyonnyola yagamba, that is a simple question that can be answered by my driver. He called the professor. So when I see you reading, it must have been written by somebody else.
Okay.
Oh, but the flowers I said with the Saleh, he was not reading anywhere.
Oliku Baba TV program The Big Story na Joseph Tamale Mirundi buli lwakuna sawa 3 paka 5 nga tuwaya ku bintu ebyenjawulo. Tamale Mirundi afanyika abadde trending mu ggwanga lyonna nti yabadde wa Salimu Saleh.
Andika nkopoli.
Emboozi yagamba amusomesezza ebintu bisatu.
That's one. And that's why nabagamba anybody who wants to rule Uganda must understand how the British did it in 70 years. The British made sure that there were no riots, because that would mean to spend the money on cooling down the riots the way we were doing.
The same way which would
be tear gas. Productive. How did the British in 70 years avoid tear gas? The British created the security. Abaganda batuuka okulowooza nti abazungu boogeza omulambo. Thorough investigations. You could not kill a person and go with it. But what was the police force at that time? Waliwo omusajja mu Buganda bamumanyi bamuyita Luboti. Luboti yali musajja nga wasaidi. Naye nga wafudde omulambo afuuwa Mindi bw'ati. Abaganda ne balowooza nti Mindi ye yeekola. N'alaba abakanga arrest that one and arrest that one. Mu Bukatuliki esakalamento lya penitentiary yali amaanyi nnyo okwejjusa. Era bakugamba ti Kabaka yalaba mukazi we ng'agenza okwejjusa n'atta faaza naye faaza teyayogera. Kakati the British establishment baleeta bano ba white fathers Bafalansa, naye baleeta bamiruiro bajje waabwe Bungereza. Era bw'osoma endagaano y'olwenda I told him Abakatuliki bagabana emirundi eki. The middle here were purposely brought from Britain. The white fathers were French. The Banubumula Baba Italy, Verona fathers. When some yet that's what I could have Kampala. You don't know these things. kakati bwe bamalanga okutta omuntu ne baddukira ewa faaza ali mukafooke kali omanya ali mu layiti yaaba akulaba ate gwe tomulaba bafaaza akapenitensi yake babeerangamu twassa omuntu mwana wange mwamutiddewa
father kuuza yimini abakati kumugenda mupendensi yamwogera mazima wassa omuntu obuulira father
but the colonial government brought Miruhiru fathers ne babawa n'ettaka kereziya ekkanisa esatu ezisangiddwa mu Buganda ekkanisa kya Kiswahili Anglicans the Catholics got it twice ba white fathers abafaransa ne ba Miruhiru bebajja ewaabwe in case a Catholic becomes the president must come from the Miru fathers bagamba abakatuliki tulezi ba Miruhiru bakakase namwe mukakase tinebungereza eri abaki abakatuliki. So that's one. Another thing Saye told me kugoba bayindi nze mbadde manyi theory ebbiri. One nti Amini yali ayita ku Constitution Square n'alaba abayindi nga bavuga obugaali nga temuli muddugavu n'ababuuza is it in New Delhi? Two nti muwala wa Madivani
okubanga mumwe kamwe muvuga
muwala wa Madivani
Yusufu Tamale Mirundi n'omukulu
ate yabadde ayagala twekubya ekifaananyi n'essole gye namuwandikako gye
uyo n'omukulu
obuyeekera
amutenda amagezi okufoofya yamusomeseza ebintu ebyo kale
myali ga knowledge I respect the knowledgeable people agati
siyoreza Amini ze tulike ebbiri ey'obugaali ya New Delhi endala yali yaki
omuwala ono muwala wa Madivani Amini yali agala muwasa n'amugaana the theory ebbiri ze mbadde mmanyi ku Amini ogoba abayindi but Sale showed me later Abaganda abaprocessing ebintu baprocessors 14 bagiwandikira Amini ti abayindi batulemeseza bakozesa officers bo ne batuma license era one of the prominent groups ezali mu Namunkekera gyali Ugandan processors Baganda
wrote to Amini
a document claiming that the Indians were blocking them into the economy by bribing government officials ne babamma license okusunsula ebirime. It is in Uganda.
So when Amini said yaloose yali alimba
era Abaganda bali bagezi beri Omuganda bamugamba nti tugenda kubulira amannya ba officers bo be bagula. We know you have an efficient police. You can't investigate what we are telling you. And the letter is written in Uganda. Was signed by a man, Antonio Tamale.
Anthony, era Tamale.
Salaji lina.
Antonio era Tamale.
Okitegedde. Nti nange kakati Sale ye kibuuliriza. Amini responded to a letter written by 15 processors who had been denied licenses to process goods. And Amini responded. That's a challenge to Museveni. If today you write a petition to Museveni, ajifuna.
Atajifuna. Tajifuna.
And two, when I went home, I've written a book about following the interview of Sale. I've written. Mujakasoma. If the British brought the Imperial British Company, because colonies had to be profitable, not to burden the taxpayers in Britain. Bismarck had rejected the colonies. He said, there is no German soldier worth any colony. Until a man called Disraeli, the man was called Disraeli, convinced Bismarck, we also need. And that's why made in England, made in Germany came to be known. Tukiriza mu matwale naye kakati what do we do? Kyenkugambye nti I entirely agree with Sale that is the economy. Why? After Second World War, the Marshall Plan to uplift countries.
That's what happens.
There would be race the whole of Europe would have been swallowed up by Stalin. This is why America influenced the Europeans to create the European Union and the NATO. America at one time, yayina abajansi emitwalo 35 stationed in Europe. Yayina abajansi emitwalo 5 mu South Korea. Yayina abajansi emitwalo 5 mu Japan. But these were a source of income. Nti nabana abasajja abajja okola operation in Congo aba UN fe twafuna sente mu Turkish. Ng'omujaasi jeno wa America atula mu cost omuntu omu ne bakuwa emitwalo 5 olw'eggulu. Money percolated. If your soldiers in Congo are source of money, abakongo tebali bokeza. But because you are encouraging nakugamba wano. When we went to Congo, we came with the Congolese wives. But when we go to Somalia, tell me one officer. Tell me officer omu YPDF ajeyo mu Somalia. Nabali wantu musobola bawas. Abaganda baga mukazi omumyufu ennyo bazali bisirani. Not bisirani. Na yeye wanazi.
Okay.
Tanaba mazi. Kakati ekyo yakinsomesezza. And I'm going to expound on this.
Chenjagala okumanya byonna byakusomesezza sale abimanyi ekizibu akimanyi. Kati njagala kula mwayogedde ku solution nti if he knows the problem, what is he doing?
Andi Muganda bwe yamukyali nga n'amugamba byonna bikozeeko research and has written a book, Museveni Economics. Has written a book and it tells you what bwebali bagala okujjako obwakabaka bwa Bufalansa.
I hope he knows in that book that Museveni Economics is the worst economics we have had in this country.
And nkugambye nti the Europeans, the colonialists created a company. They came with the two companies. The Imperial British Company that failed, and immediately it failed, Uganda came here to colonize us, and followed up by the 1900 agreement, land reforms. And this is why ono mukwano gwange Mayanja kyavala banga asitana n'abantu. I told this Sally, in 1200 AD there was a black revolt in Britain.
So you had the time ngakusomesana n'omusomesa.
Hey, there was a black revolt in Britain. The landlords, when the Industrial Revolution came, the emerging of cities, people migrated to the cities, but they were a source of labor in the villages. So the landlords, to ensure that people don't migrate to the villages to lose their labor, the first time they catch you, bakujjako omukono. The second time omukono bakutema. The third time bakutta. So they were sending rules against the landlords. Nibakwata ejjambiya. Landlords nebaddukira emengo, nebaddukira ku masengere.
Ebyo kati ebyo byose byasali musale ebyo bibyo.
Andi nkubuulira nange mugambi. Namugambi.
Omugambi ejjambiya. Ogiwaana jjambiya nevuga
until there was a settlement between the tenants and the landlords that is missing here. You either nationalize, you pay people, or
you privatize.
Malima kugamba. If South Africa, the South African Constitution provides a willing buyer to willing seller, if there are no willing sellers, what do you do? That's Malima's argument. Mugabe, bamugamba, bali ba negotiating, yabasaba a deal with Fanane Kenya after Mau Mau. West Germany and Britain contributed $500,000 pounds and compensated the departing Europeans. And the property was given to families, prominent families. Because the ordinary Kenyan had lost to these people. Baba wanga chipande papa kase. Kakati wanu Uganda wishajawo. What was the agreement between after the Black Revolt? One, they agreed, the landlords. Gajokoli nobody bajemu.
What did
they do? One, they decided on Sundays we don't work. That is the day for worshiping. Two, when one of us dies, we mourn. We don't come on your farms. Three, the landlords agreed to sell some of the land to those the who had money. As a result, these people migrated, the killing of them stopped. These people migrated to the cities. And I told Sale, vagabondiro. Vagabondiro is still exists in Kampala City Council. A law that was established in 1200 AD exists in City Council. Omuganda ganti bamukutte vagalanda. Basoka muchita mutia.
Vagalanda.
It's a vagabondiro. The vagabondiro was introduced in the cities to prevent idleness. You had to have a job in the city to remain in the city.
If you don't have,
you vagabondiro.
Tukwata.
Oli vagabondiro. The sekanso kwe kukusanga. Seje wa sekanso na kujima nakanti osula wanti wazana. Oyinolo kumi olukunzayo nti ba you don't reach in the city. After many people migrated to the cities, the landlords, we call it the fencing system in England. The landlords fence these big chunks of land and start rearing sheep by Jamuwulu. This is what is missing here. By the time the 1,000 chiefs, including my grandfather, abafuna mairo munana zabalema okuba ngati balina basave. Two, they did not have machinery of developing the madivanies. We would have grown up in the city. Singa wano mairo kanana bakatekako development tetwali badde mu byalo, you wouldn't see this problem. But after failing to get, Baganda cannot work to other people. Omuganda takola wa Muganda munne. No. Kakati mu 58 Abanyarwanda bajja wano tufuna cheap labor. But 58 jimalente okuva mu ndagano olende myaka 5 mu emeka mu 8. Having failed to utilize that land properly, they get the matters
in the 50 years, 58 years.
They decided to rear people. Abasenze. Era mu Buganda mu kimutamanyi tuyina omwami wa Kabaka n'omwami w'ekyalo. Ekyo badde okimanyi?
Omwami wa Kabaka
n'omwami w'ekyalo.
Enjawulo ero.
Eri bweti. The landlord ye mwami w'ekyalo. Mukyusa mu kikyusa. Muwangala mu kiwangala. Mulumba mu kirumba. Be baami b'ebyalo. Jajjange ewaffe bayitayo kalagala. Jajjange transformed the bush into plantation. Wakanti omusenze mairo asoka jikuba bwende ku nyanja ngibibira tabira bamuvalyo nali badde musajja wa mwalo najja kubwe waffe mairo
twachole weyisanga beyo wandisigadde ku mwalo
singa jajjange abatokumenya jajjange yali mujozi
tewali awatuufu okubeera
ne wabwe afakalagala bulemezi era yetuma ukalagala nabagandi mumanyi kati nkafudde kalagala tu yalina omusajja jajjawe tata jajja wa muzaala ye Buseerezi azaala kitaawe bisatu bonna yabatuuma ku kyalo. He named these people. Yabatuuma amanya gaabwe Lwampaka n'atuuma bisatu ku kyalo kwali n'atuuma Buseerezi. Buseerezi yamusitulanga nga yenyweredde omwenge gwakubye omwenge gwe nga basitula mu situli.
So ne jajja wa jajja yali mutamiivu.
That's why I'm arrogant. Very arrogant man.
Ngamba kiri ekyokunywa. Jajja we yanywanga.
Ni mirundi yali anywa. Anti Abaganda bakugamba labazaalumu abigera omwoyo gutegeera babazaalumu abigera omwoyo gutegeera omwenge gwonoona mwavu. Omwenge gwonoona mwavu. Nze nakuba empaka ne bajjo omumanyi. Bajjo omumanyi. Yaleeta kwezita Nile special 10 n'azisiba ntusibawo obukadde obwo. Ningutandika. Ningutandika.
Ne bajjo.
Bajjo nga waali.
Ate ebyo byayagala.
Bajjo agenda okukebera mu kuleti ze baleese nga zonna nkalu. Nze nakwata ecupa eki. Nempita musoke n'agunywa gwonna. Gwonna yagunywamu. Bajja agenda okukebera kuleti ze bapanze nga buli gye bakebera nkalu. Buli gye bakebera nkalu. Kireti. Nga nze nywedde keeki. Musoke yajja n'agunywa.
Ali ludda woyo musoke.
Atambula nange.
Ogamba musoke.
Musoke yajja n'agunywa.
Mirundi wajja omwegere katubuzabuza
tutambula n'ebyaffe enenyondo ogiraba enyondo yakiwanuka omulalu ya baladdu ugantambula yene abwerere
ensobi gye wakoze
ate enyondo
ensobi gye wakoze wandibadde otambudde nange wasali musale kwa yoza ndagala na musajja munne mugulire ebituufu
kabisa bino
wamugambye bino
enyondo eyo giraba golaba yanjaziza tagimanyi saleta manyi
teyakwaziza kino tabimanyi yalabye gentleman teyategedde bino
enyondo yange mbeera nayo ntambula nayo ate ekirungi ky'enyondo si firearm
teri listed mu firearm
enyondo si firearm illegal possession of firearm kati enyondo gikuba essasi gikokinge tulabe ntwala mu kooti
this is a sticky arm erimu ekiti
enyondo mbeera nayo
nayo ine emundu ekuuma
abo balala jajja mayembe takumibwa jajja mundu teri ayina mayembe ate abeera nemundu taliyo tebakwatagana kakati you see that's what I'm explaining Museveni yakola dance ne bakiba in relation to the British who created the Imperial British Company and created the Uganda Company.
Mirundi, what I want to know the difference between Muyanga and Salimu Sale. Nyam I lament. Kolachi. What are his solutions? Because I don't want him to I in a position
Sale Namuganza nti but disciples okubanonya mawuli tujja kuba kizibu bannamawulire ba Uganda bonna mbatunuulire they write about soccer they debate soccer why it's simple he dribbled the ball controlled the ball sent a pass bibasobola bawandikako ku volleyball ku tennis bamuwandikako ku cricket bamuwandikako they don't have the knowledge ekitegeeza Salema
gwe munnamawulire ogende wa Sale otwonoona nti bannamawulire ba Uganda tukola biri simple sebo kulikayo
bategeere nedda I'm going to recruit we must orient them symposiums biki to change the mindset ate nze nagenza ogende wa Sale nadde nakatambi kange nadde kamukubira they were going to put my money on my account by Monday. Somebody told them, wait Monday. Yenga alowooza nti Sale agenda kungamba bya Muhoozi. He never mentioned anything about Muhoozi.
Sure.
Yes.
Ate bino byovuma omuko.
Ani nkubuulira tebyogedde ku Yesu omusajja amaze okubuulira. Ti Yesu yeggwanga is economy.
So naawe yategedde nti ekikusumbuwa economy yo yekusumbuwa.
Ate nenkubuulira Japan.
Economy.
The moment the Americans rehabilitated Japan, the Japanese don't have a hatred with the Americans.
But first of all, ekyakututeyo kyabadde kitukonsult him
twaze mu gundi
kubanga watagalamu awo ng'oli ku Muhoozi Salimu Sale
nakugana nali mu nsiko gwe n'ogaana saaliyo twasose ne tunyuma ebyo mu nsiko byaffe
nga nayajjukira nti wali
ate mwana wange n'omwana gwe nasanga ne Sale enamusaale namusanzeewo era irambuuza what was this story about nemugamba don't you remember abasajja ba UNRA basenzinga delegation mubayekera we are going to talk about it give us a free passage tuyite mu Luweero bwe tutuuka ebbombo mutuwegateko tusole gavumenti Paulo Mwanga yali mugezi nnyo batebayimirira bajja batopolinga government to negotiate with the rebels as a government. Muwanga yali mugezi nnyo. Kakati bwe balonda military commission Sale was included. Commander Sale babayitanga ba commanders. Tewaliyo senior commander oba junior commander. Senior advisor, junior advisor. Ubungo obufunira wa. Those are political jargons.
No, you were senior advisor. For example, if the two of us, Mirundi sokolabe, kyesagala yomera kino, gwe nange bwe tuyingira mu government. Definitely go listen about you can't be equal to me.
Civilian asobola okuyingira ne bamwatendinga ttu. Ne diguli mu kimutamanyi, diguli abantu be bagigaba. Yes. Abantu be bagaba diguli. Bayiro kati ayogeranga ataasoma. Bagikujjeeko. Diguli bagitutte. Kasa omuntu agamba nti uliya byayogera omusajja yasoma n'ayogera ebyo diguli bagitutte tekufaanana
tugere mbulango Baba TV program The Big Story tulinde Joseph Tamale Mirundi. Mirundi wabadde wasali musale bintu biri ekisooka
ande nkugambye
ebintu byonna mukulu byayogerako bobe babirese. Ugandans look at this economic problem as caused by Mr. Museveni and his group. Ekyokubiri talina kyatugamba obudde bubaweddeko wamugambye.
Look what one element nti economy Imperial British Company was replaced by Uganda Company. There must be a basis, a supervising agency
to run now, and the place of Uganda Company this government has was Alendo.
Yakola danze.
Eyo bagisula.
Bagisula.
Ne muleta chikati.
Kakati
ekiwe ekikola
yakola
Alendo.
Yakola
Alendo transform our economy.
Yes, yakola UDC. Banubo. Nzenzija mu idea. Eyo time yumuganda time
Museveni ayina UDB Uganda Development Bank tuyambira wa
misuse the British when they started the Uganda company
so what is the solution mwanyumiza ku solution
ni a book critique the theory is overlooking corruption. Tell Museveni ayina good ideas. When I used to travel with
ensubije wakoze watu singa wantu tene mugamba nti abaana bagamba temulina kye mutugamba atugamba ki.
He has opened up a debate. Is Uganda problems are they economic or political? This is judgment.
The problems are economic, yes, caused by the deficiencies, the political.
Business you talk about tomorrows. Did anybody run away from Sheba? So the debate is
intellectual. That's why I want to handle you. The problem is economic, right?
Yes,
caused by political mismanagement. Where does the salary pass?
Why? They lack the history which he has.
Professor economics
look what how the British managed this country for 70 years. When the blacks took power in Africa, they demolished everything colonial. A move to the west, a move to the east. Common man is each other.
I wish you could bring Mwami Salim Saleya to Mugambe. You cannot look at Uganda's economy today in terms of the colonial past. Everything has changed. The population has changed. The structure has changed.
You people feel.
Yes, it is capitalism mishandled that is killing our country.
Why do people have nostalgia? Nostalgia is the way peasants or ordinary people believe in the past. Yes,
the British economy.
Nostalgia kitegeeza nti bikiri waliwo omusajja mumuyita bazi
olaalidde mu byafaayo
yajja mu CA yali yajja mu CA naga njagala gavana kwinyaddemu atufuge akalo bakabbabu bakabira ntebe mu parakisi
mirundi okanya nange
many people when you tell many Africans
etubuze sigitegedde nyenyero na sigitegedde nze gani tojingambi agamba ki what next
yalese debate nakugamba let us change the mindset. We are concentrating much time. I think that's why he called me to share the.
We are speaking too much politics.
Memories.
That's true.
And he knows that I have a following that I can help. And he said, "Why don't we change the mindset from politics? At least to
which we can do, but before
that, is a fighter.
True.
Twagenda mu nsiko era mugundi mu story yange nabawandikira story nti Salimu Sale Lufu bamuyita Lufuula Lufu Walumbe yeyina mobile brigade ekuba buli wantu wonna. Two, Salande Kigongo never they did not come from exile and they never left the bush for 5 years, which means they are here to stay.
Good.
Sale is here to stay.
Yes.
That's why he says.
So he has opened the debate.
The debate.
Which we want to do.
You are concentrating your time before chasing a wrong
before we start the debate,
the enemy is economy.
Very good.
Solve Uganda's problems. Muganda we now questions nas answering.
Ne Muganda woyo ye yatu operation with creation,
yes.
Ye yatu abonna bagagawali,
yes.
Yalemeddwa ku ntandikwa,
yes.
Ye wa youth livelihood,
yes.
Ye wa parish development model,
yes.
Ebyo byonna biremereddwa. How do you say the professors are wrong? Ng'ebyabwe the bush understanding
biganyi. Let me give you an example. When a drunkard man who is going to Jinja enters the taxi to Jinja and wakes up at Namawojolo, he sleeps again. He's in the direction. But when he wakes up at Impiji, this way the trouble is. He's in the wrong direction. Okay, take it?
That's exactly where we are.
Yes.
Are we the drunkard man at
Namawojolo? To implement, we ask. Museveni's economic policies are bad, not bad, but they have not implemented properly.
So who are supposed to implement?
A revolutionary education is the people. A revolutionary must ensure the health of the people. A revolutionary, in modern times, a state creates infrastructure to attract investors, which is a land bonanza.
True.
President, yagenda.
And where mukozeko something where infrastructure awawoka.
Twagenda ne president e India. Ngagala okulaba tata. Tata yamugamba, you a good man in Africa. Yes, in Abud. Because I respect you. Kwada abana bangaba basisinkana. Tata's 2 children met Museveni. Nabaga, you help me to process coffee. And I've given you land. I create a monument for him if you implement this. Abana batata bwe bajja wano baba gambi takati bali bagala liliko eddundiro lya government nga kuliko entezi. They were frustrated and went back.
Ani abagambi oyo kati yabagambi ekyali ludda wa still living.
Prime Minister wa Buyindi yali agala kuyinvestinga mu phosphates ne bamukuba kampuni ne bajibba sente.
Wano mu Uganda.
Chubula batya Muhoozi. Bakubesese.
Andika tigandi ebyo.
Sasi.
Zali musala agenda bikolera ki? Byonna baddewo ng'alaba.
He has brought to the debate, not a country. We are talking about America. When you talk about Japan, Japan eyina recorded history ya myaka 13.
By what you have told me,
so the country
is a good doctor at prescription,
no,
but without medicine.
The
medicine is not
debate it. Me what I wanted, and I'm now a disciple of Sale.
Yes.
Even my family has been troubled. Bagenti Sale and paid the $1 million. How can a person whom try get up to midnight in agenda yevaga? Kakati a person yampadde million ebikumi yali mpadde ko lidika. Bana ekyaba kubisa kyabadde kimu 20 billion. 20.
Yazikuwadde.
Creation.
20 billion. Eyo yalema.
Yalema gwenze tijja kunne.
Nange namunonyamu ebyennyanja ne bigaana. Eyo I can challenge him operation with creation. OWC yansibisa ebidiba naleta byennyanja. Sali musale geno.
Unataka mfunia date 10 mu mpale.
That one does not work.
Unataka mfunia date 10 mu mpale.
That one does not work. OWC does not work. I sampled it myself. Kati gwe mu OWC osobola kukola ki? 20 billion ogenda kukola ki? What are you going to do? Toli muli, you are not a farmer.
If I've been educating my children using obumyu, mataga bumyu gwenkozesa ate bompente.
What are you saying?
Look what are the ideas. To debate on the ideas. The process against the Wamuganda. Kakati akibaletedde maaso.
The debate.
Kakati nkubule
Mirundi, you know I am resisting you.
Yes.
Wano tubadde ne mukama wange.
Agwo yagala nkutwale kati kireke nja kutwala.
Sokolinde. Waliwo yatugamba wano the economics that works. China ye mwami gobira Ramadhan. Bukyagobya jwa economics that works. The economy is bleeding. That's why I don't want people who talk. I want people who do.
When I read some divinity, But was who is the most credible disciple of Jesus?
Most credible? Yari Paul, who became Saul.
No,
Saul who became
Thomas.
Paul. Thomas.
Why?
The one who doubted.
Yes. What did Jesus here move him?
When
Jesus
because when he doubted, he provoked Jesus to prove. And Jesus,
yes. Luke, of all of the disciples of Jesus, there was only one educated man. Luke was a medical doctor. He told Jesus, don't come near baby gang. Jesus never won to prove to him to Sugundagira. Luke told him, don't come near those big people. You will catch them. But he proved him otherwise.
That I'm superior than the medicine you studied.
Thomas is the most important one. Why? We wouldn't be believing that it was Jesus. Let it be what to be. Yes. Kubaga abemengo bagala federo nembaga nti omwana gwe babba mu katanda mu nkaaga bwe bamukolezera mu kinana mu mukaaga tuyitaga tumuteeka mu katanda ko bakyajamu obusuuka abo babakyamu. No, is your baby but has transformed. The federal of 66 cannot come back. That was my argument. Omusajja omulala gwempe ekitiibwa Yuda Iskarioti. Yes.
Oli mukristaayo kigo.
Nkubuulira. If Yuda Iscariot did not say Jesus here for the mission he has me.
Sicholiko Mirundi.
Kati yankubuuza omukazi ne bamweddagala nti mujja wa alifa azaala. Oba omwana oyo omuwala alifa azaala. Kati amufunyisiza olubuto abatakoze kye wamulagira. If Jesus the way Jesus yagenda n'asoma emirundi egi n'akomawo temunsabiddeeko endeku eno singa Katonda wange oginzijako. He didn't want to go. If it was not Judas Iscariot, Jesus wanted to overstay and he would spoil the mission. So I praise Judas Iscariot.
Yayamba Yesu ogenda. Mirundi kale wasali musale katuveeyo katulinde so mukama wafa anti ogenda agenda bitwalira mukulu we kati katulinde mukulu we
yafayo namugolola kati
kati
recruited me. Much of the time we spend on politicking because nze mbagamba nagambye sale nti we have embarked on a self-destruction mission in this country. We are operating like a malicious footballer. I raised the question which I raised to Saleh. If the UN wants 10 prominent Ugandans,
true.
Yes, that's why personally I support Muhoozi. I support Muhoozi. One, in politics, if you want to support somebody, must be a selfish reason. That's one. Mbawuliranga bagamba.
Todongo yabalabudde ebyamuhoozi mu biveeko
Todongo tandakira
2026 ebyo byoyogera yabigamba.
If I was an NRM man nga nina kadi yabo nagikubye Todongo is completely useless. Todongo tamanyi kyakola. One, for me I support Muhoozi for a different reason, for a selfish reason. Mbalaba ku byuma byange. Without Muhoozi and Museveni and Saleh, this man would have been in a prison.
So who do you support? You were here last week in Uganda. Given what you see, you will support Salim Saleh as a compromise candidate.
Yes, to arbitrate.
Today you are saying
era bagambi akatambi kaba jozi Muhoozi yagenze wa Salim Saleh namuhorotinga fe holode namuhumiliatinga I didn't see it from Salim Saleh. I also waited from 9 to 7.
9 to what? 9 to
7.
Kumacha? Paka chiro. Where do you get the patience? Will you tell you?
Kusale mbera patient. Nade njagala kumulaba mu kimulimu. Ayagala kungamba. No, kamukubira akatambi ka.
Ogera amazima mirundi gatuli wano. Temwayogeddeyo ku bya Muhoozi Saleh.
Tini. Somebody has already told you Muhoozi muwagira. One, nti my survival bano singa banzita da abajozi ekyokubiri
Muhoozi abadde akuuma
ekyokubiri I did international relations ensi efugibwa ku bipolar si ku unipolar if Russia was the dominant factor ibukulayinishinga ekijawodde ensi mu international relations tugifugira ku unipolar government masa singa mukozi taliwo ono atunie ku mitwe singa atuniako ku maca kyebaditu bakubadda nosiba sente zagabiri omwana nonjoka nonie ku mutwe nonyolako
kati okabira 5 billion bagambye okole proposal bakwe 20 billion
ate zino za kino ziri Museveni ziyamba bayino ziri compensating for Museveni izisale compensating no you kuleta sente zange
nga bakusubiza 20
yes kuleta sema kakati nkubuulira ate ekyokusa tukamba buulira without if you humiliate Muhoozi the way you have humiliate others like me you don't abaana okutegeera nti kitabu abadde w'amaanyi ng'afudde bakukyalo ne babattirawo abakuba batta
nekambuze eyo project ya Muhoozi erimu sente
Muhoozi
ng'eboogeza mwenna buli agirimu
ate nze Muhoozi tamanyi I never talk to him I'm telling you
so how do you support somebody
era neewuunya
what type of madness is this
ono musajja bamuyitaani bamutya nnyo mbadde sinayinza ate bwe mulaba nga simple guy ani
atali Muhoozi
omwogezi we simanyi asisanti omuyitaani Balamu is useless. Those are useless people.
But those are the key consultants of Muhoozi. Those are business consultants. Bebakulu abo bali wa Muhoozi.
Wani.
Kati yogera kola yo. Bebali yo bebakulu. Sola kuka ku Muhoozi nga tulise mu Balamu.
The allegations.
You cannot see Muhoozi.
In fact, if I knew Muhoozi, the allegations nti baba sente ebweru. Sente baba mulamu wange ikyaba ku Museveni.
Kali we yagala kola Muhoozi laba Balamu. Without Balamu?
No. Balamu is completely useless. Bali bataddewo ekintu Muhoozi army Museveni akiwere. The man is called Kamujira. With the Kamujira. When I worked in State House with Kamujira. I thought Kamujira was a simple guy.
Very tough.
But the way they are parading
is tough.
Kamujira. When you mentioning Kamujira, he panics. Nabala banga batudde mu meeting basatu abako.
Never joke with an empowered man. The Kamujira you knew in State House is not the one we have now. This one is empowered.
Kakati nkubuulira. If you humiliate Muhoozi, the way you are humiliating us, you are going to get to see.
Never mentioned project you are you have remained alone the most project.
Educated
NRM is saying
without Muhoozi.
If you Anita yatugambye tuva ku main
don't tell me those details. Don't tell me Anita.
Tova ku main. Tova ku main.
Abantu kulumba wagira.
Stand by generator. Muno kutandika tesola kutandika. You stand by generator. Tesola kutandika.
Abakamite y'emirundi mikata dongo. Those are idiots. Don't take them by so much. If you humiliate Muhoozi, you are going to get a sergeant and the jury rolling is slow state. What do you have?
Mirundi.
You forgot, and I can explain to you. Be patient. All Uganda's problems, you were sensible, and you were not Tadong and his group and the Tango Doi. Tango Doi was teaching me, be a flat. Be a flat.
He taught me history.
Be a flat history.
He taught me history.
If the Dongo knew history, look at the problems of Uganda. All of the problems of Uganda originate from the ruling party. It enters the parliament, and the army comes up and clears the mess.
Say that again?
Yes.
That's our history.
It is our history.
It starts. Let's go back. It starts from where?
All our problems since independence originate from the ruling party. Enter parliament, and the army comes and clears up the mess. You for Betty, who had nothing in the military, use the military in 66 to flash out Muhoozi and entrench the king. What about the man who is attributed to tank regiment, special forces, the commando unit? ajja kudduka ne mwaki oli tojja kutuuka bajja kukwatira wano ekimuyambi tawalina mumanyi. Mutesa said I escaped because people didn't know me.
Now look at me. If you Mirundi awagira mutabani wa Museveni Odisagana Neto Dongo awagira Museveni yennyini then abaana banungu batuufu temulina kyemutugamba nozikiziganyiza nabo.
Let me tell you.
Teboli kipya.
Ati kankubulire Tadongo is an idiot.
Tebula kyemutugamba.
Let me tell you.
Because bombi be muwagira
Let me tell you. Why Museveni? In fact,
njagala kukanya namu. Bano tebalina kye batugamba.
Tadongo talina magezi. Ne Tango do tebalina magezi. This man has not even completed half of his term. If the Tadongos, yes, what's this? Urubalo. What's this Urubalo? He's an idiot. He's an idiot. Why? I will ask. Why would one insist if you have been living with your wife for 20 years or 30 years? And you see her insisting that she should marry her and better. She has detected the danger you are about to die. That's what the Tadongos don't understand. Or Museveni is not willing to come back. Let us pressurize him. Most of these people who are talking about Museveni, if Museveni says he's not coming back, they will go to any other person. These are idiots, opportunists. If you want Museveni to come back, how have you popularized him, Tadongo? Tell us, if Tadongo is a serious man who wants Museveni to come back, how has the party popularized him? Babi, Basuma, no Basuma. These are Basuma people. These are people who have committed crimes.
Anita Yagambye ekyo kyaggwa.
Somebody on it. Gateway to you will gateway to your knickers. You will gateway to nowhere.
Kubaba TV, the big story. Ne Joseph Tamale Mirundi. Buli wakone sawa 3 paka 5 ate tujikuddiramu ku sawa jaize kirogoberera ku mikutu gyaffe ja Facebook, Baba TV Uganda, Facebook, YouTube, oba Twitter. Ate obuyagala kugoberera nze Simon Muyanga Taya ku Facebook, Simon Muyanga Taya ku YouTube, Simon Muyanga Taya ku Twitter, Simon Muyanga Taya
ngokola sente zo
jendi
buli bantu 10 ofuna $10
byetubwe tutambula bwetutyo ono Mirundi nga bwe mutera wakusomesa busomesa actually Mirundi tinka simire bana basi yali wano naga nti generator yo mulimu na munana
atako kasiru that man was saved by such kubo had stolen timber allegedly.
You say
achogere akomewana mulagedire akomewana nenda kusomera katapoka nunkolako musajja oyo
standby generator mulimu munanansi
nkubulidde
sobola kutandika
bimuvuma byonna
tuli ku main
ababi ba criminals.
But
you will get a sergeant do.
Let me ask this.
Don't you feel ashamed, Tadongo, that the whole of Uganda was swept by the opposition? Where did you put that money? You would be court-martialed. And they will never get access with that money. They are seeing there a windfall, but they move a bay, assume. You have nothing to show. To me, now you don't like an envelope. Tadongo, now you don't like an envelope. I wish I had your card, I would just throw it there to the headquarters.
They can't give it to you because you don't qualify.
No, I cannot be. The only card I have belongs to the Democratic Party, 1980.
You used to have it?
Yes. Because I'm a political scientist.
Did I know that you still have that card?
What did you use? You would be the last one. Tango do yekaba abemupi sent. Tango Day has a big file on Makerere. These are people who are making noise. Should we listen to those who are making noise? Have you agreed with God to extend Museveni's life? You are idiots. A party would say, ours is a democratic party organization. Anybody with the qualification, how can you chase away a Muganda, not a Muganda, who was never educated at the level of Tadongo? Tells you a chote chibole and teachibamanda. How can the party be discriminative? Are you going to kill Museveni?
Sanity in the country.
These are idiots.
Sanity in the country. Because
no, if you are correct, I challenge it Tadongo. Organize a fresh election for Museveni. Then you are talking. If you say, don't make a pronouncement. If Museveni's leadership is threatened, what do they do in Britain? A snap election to give the leader more support. That's why in Britain they are avoiding a snap election. They are changing leaders after leaders. Tadongo to your summer. Where did you go to school, Tadongo? Some of these we are bookwormers.
So you are going to support Muhoozi by demeaning other people?
Mukubolidde. Abaganda bakuga nti ali mulikiza embazi ndiga yangaye. Yes. We cannot kill people.
Nate ekino kisigaddemu weka
ejinja libalekawo mu Bible ejinja libalekawo
main yekola tova ku main
asigana bazzukulu naye these are idiots. The people who messed up the party, the whole of Uganda was swept away when your eyes were wide open and you are now talking consolidatively. You are idiots. You have killed the party. You are pretenders. You are hypocrites. If you want Museveni, how have you done it to popularize Museveni? Everywhere they go in a by-election, there is no government that loses a by-election. In political science, they tell us. During a by-election, all the devils of government converge in one place, and they have the date of election. Everywhere they go in a by-election, Kayunga, where they rape, tear gas everywhere. And you tell, I'm a secretary general. Which party are you talking about? A dead party. A party that is dying under your lap. Tadongo. They expect Museveni to give them money.
But you don't belong to
a yes, it is a ruling party. If
but you don't belong there. You don't
I've told you. There. Let me give you let me explain them. We started.
Can you first calm down? Because you are too angry.
This is my country.
Yes,
and this is my character.
You are too angry.
Let me tell you.
Too angry.
Yes.
But you know that Muhoozi,
when people abuse a person who has been fighting in the jungles of Congo, you should reach a person who has been fighting in the war. When you hear bullets, if two bullets are fired at the headquarters, Tadongo enters the toilet, and you humiliate a man. Do you think you love Museveni more than his biological son? These are idiots.
Can you imagine?
Idiots. They must be told in their faces. Whether you remove the program, remove it. But they must be told. Tadonga kubeyo what is ajayo gere tinka simira jayo himbogo tinka simira yakola bwa mafia politics kankusomere tinka simira dated well kuba bubaka maliba kati kankusomere the idiots the near do the hypocrites, those who are jumping on Museveni. If you are a rebel MP, nobody Tinka Simiri. Tinka Simiri is a rebel MP rebelling against what? Do you have the brain, Tinka Simiri? Tinka Simiri, you are called the rebel MPs. You are rebelling against Museveni. I say man who say the money is over. The money is, and I saw him on my machine. How can you not succeed? But what about the killer and the murderer? Muhoozi not committed grisly murders.
Kyonyambye okutegeera nti abamuhoozi mutya Museveni okutabuka okukona kuga nti Museveni yakomawo mutabuse
but I don't want people to have told you and you have agreed.
But you know that you are arguing between the father and the son.
You have agreed with me. That's their problem.
A father and
a family matter. None of my son can rebel against me. I shoot him. These idiots are creating an impression that Museveni is in danger. If you have a stronger team, kasola team atandi coach abala, then you don't have a team.
So mugenda kwaliza abantu bawagira lwampaka.
No. Me, I don't mind because he's young. I first heard about this man, Tadongo, when he was advisor in Northern Uganda. He failed. There's nothing tangible there. The people of Amuru had to fight the police on their own. Which record did you have? Museveni does not. A beautiful woman does not need cosmetics. Museveni record speaks for itself. We don't need the idiot to claim to have descent because you're the idiot. In the book of time. Tell me what number you know what Batadoka, Baliduka. Bajakuduka, no. Batadongo Bajakuduka. Tukumanga Duka walkers over Namuganza. Nakugamba. Ngampatika ku parliament 2010 nakugamba nti
how is police supply mafia police supply in parliament
nakugamba nti ba mafia sibe basose kati kugamba
kale sale yatutobudde bwenga akunyonyola ebyenfuna mbove ku politics naira politics wajotabuka that time we wasted.
I don't want to be embarking in killing our people nti UN ne bwetugamba olwaleero. Why do you have only one byanyima in UN activities? What about other countries? You was an idiot who sits at the secretaries with nothing. What is attributed to Tadong who abuses it?
He has stabilized the NRM party, revitalized the party. The one with the direction
tear gas, they are raping. Mama look up tear gas. You should write envelopes. Don't challenge us. Don't provoke us into battle. I was amazed when the state house officials handed over a list of diseases to the President Parliamentary Committee headed by Tikansi Mbele, whose bias against the President is obvious, even to a baby. The committee recommended the sacking of all diseases because they knew that it would undermine the President. Baba Goba Sakabanja. Baba kuba tinkasimisa noti yo mutubwe tinkasimira bagenda no bam mukanyakana gwe ngomusaku tumi kuruno bajja kwasa omutwe tinkasimira bagenda muto itagalawo ansitema sundeyo ayini basharinga constituency nani ye Kasajja ye mbuzize nalisi manyiti waliwo muntu amanyoro buzi Kasajja amanyoro buzi Kasajja was yatia the only people can vote Kasajja matia Kasajja use goats Kasajja speaks the goats language. I went in those areas. Tikasibire bamuwa mabati. Government yakamu nakakabira abantu. That's why he's there making noise. He's unpopular. Have you ever tested your vote? Njabakubamba male wo. We want stability in this country. Museveni does not need the cosmetics. Does not need shouts from illiteracy, ignorant people, the thieves, the economy, the criminals. Muleke Museveni yakoleka mwali yomuseko gwe todongo ali yomuseko kwa atijejembera kano kalwe bamba kali yomus get where to kobiko baka pa if Jesus did not resurrect would we believe in resurrection kamala besirika sikire dina ngugamba in my opinion tikasimire yakubabala disi tikasimire yakubabala disi
leta ansome osoma osoma
wa in my opinion
kati gwe uliriza ng'osirise bulungi listening. Let me read.
The population against you. No. Museveni does not need your support. Failures. Where does the long start? Who knows Tadong? To call a meeting of people, you must use him.
I am reading.
More popular than the Tadong even in our choice.
In my opinion, Parliament cannot vary one's academic qualifications. This is the role of courts because parliamentarians themselves have had this academic problem and have always been referred to the courts. In order to undermine the president, the committee ordered the scrapping of state house scholarships because these scholarships were given to the president political mind. I am reading. Can you listen? Can you listen to me? Interestingly, Parliament was not abolishing the scheme. It was rather being transferred from the President to the Minister of Education.
Those who live for the analysis of their good.
Okay. So, interestingly, Parliament was not abolishing the scheme. It was rather being transferred from the President to the Minister of Education, where they can easily share the order. Mirundi, come back. I'm reading for you. Come back.
I don't want to hear these people.
So we shall not talk about them.
Scavenger. What have you done? If you want Museveni, what have you done? Why do you still use billions? Never know Museveni again about cent. Edibaliango lirera nti omugenzi mubye sente zo n'ekibiina mu kibbabu bibuli wamu kuluna sente za mulala bwava mu defense ajja ku secretariat mwongere sente ye mwazi kwa
naye mu defense yabaddeyo. This is a contradiction. When you say defense
no gola tilibira amanyo tasenyako gola tilibira gola tilibira amanyo tasenyako mubye sente za Museveni nyingi. Museveni never trust him again with your money. You rather go and concentrate on what you have rooted. Muhoozi is unavoidable. He won't tell you. Can you put my hand there?
Nanti chitawe ya mukemi. Amugambia agenda Minister of Defense.
Wafaye ya laka msekurite. Agapia kabate msekurite gaduka.
Abada erawa. Tugani investigate Minister of Defense.
How can you believe that you like Museveni than his son? Who is in the bushes of Congo? When you are stealing a manager,
let's have that short break. We'll be right back.
The Tadongos will get a sergeant.
Zenozanti, abali kusaidi kuno muntekwa kuba happy. Muzei gwe bakomyawo, ate muzei mumwesobolera. Mumwesobolera gwe bakomyawo. Tewali kirala kijja. Ogambi birundi, chenjalo kwesibako. Chenjalo kwesibako. Ekizibu kyaffe. Tuvuddeyo, leave that man. Tuli ku parliament kakati ekizibu kya parliament kyaffe.
Interestingly, parliament was not about parliament. Parliament is a mob justice, is a gang.
Again, parliament.
And Namuganza agenda jikuba kutaka.
Atati. 176 have signed to censor her already. Ba signing.
Bacha bendo singa constitution yankaga musanvu. Did it bring it? No. That's why I praise the Saleh. I studied the history. The history of Uganda from Parliament. In 1962, Kakongo was Secretary General for the ruling party, like Tadongo.
Leave the man.
But Kakongo was more intelligent than Tadongo. Had a master's degree at that time in 1962. Kakongo Munyolo had a master's degree in economics from India. What a feared Kakongo. He told the Kakongo.
Like you are fearing Todongo.
Todongo is not my level. In politics, what matters is who brings you votes. I can bring to Museveni more votes than Todongo. I cannot waste my time to say, Abaganda bakugamba, nti, ulinga awerekere limbe jebi, banango mlangira umumbeja must be beautiful. You give way. Does Museveni need shouting, slogans, passing resolutions? Why do you undermine Museveni Tadongo? So, kakati kugamba.
So, Boganti Namuganza, 176 signatures are ready to censor her.
The number is not
and
important.
The
number is not important. What is important is the cause. Parliament has embarked on a self-destruction. I've told you. In 62, Opote feared Kakonge. Namugoba, nateka kukulesi ibingira. Yagende mbali na bobululu. Where nati featured prominently. Yatwala abasoga bataliba delegates. Nakuganti nati ope. Yaganti obote mwanawe. Obo. Namusala mwacholi. Sakala kudea kuulira. Nga bobede ebusoga. Otekako akapande kani nati ope. Notekako nerinyali. Olu wakaluwa kamazi. Era kuganti nadiope obote yita mwati yali agenda kubera president na mautu smart obote yakwata nadiope mu parliament. Where is my job muna? Yali akuba nadiope yali akubote mu parliament.
Ngamusabo mulimu go.
Don't kill me comrade. You are now vice president. There and there tichari mu constitution.
Yali byampa kabi.
Nadiope.
Nadiope yali busada mu mwati.
Nadiope. Singari Muganda yali kabye bukabi. Kuja kufa Abaganda abali radicalized. Some people don't think that I'm in Uganda, but I'm radicalized in Uganda.
Yamugema bwa matayati.
Yamugema mu parliament. Two things happened in the parliament. Nechoni did not approve Mutesa's name. He said that man is a playboy. Nechoni in parliament. I cannot vote a playboy. But you had other motives. How could Nechoni abuse Muhoozi in parliament when they are electing him? Ubeti tactically brought one name, Muhoozi. But Nechoni, his brother, stood up. Go to Timusoma, Salicha Basingira. Then I can be selected with innocent to name him. You cannot make a research. I'm making a research because I have some money. But I could be a Miaka Bidwin and never named them. Bakuruas.
To remove parliament.
Yes. And maybe I said to be to chase away my would be about the bank financing and to often you say to be Jacola. Kagati Kako Obota take a cani.
I take a co Ibingira.
But UPC decided under the agreement, Kabaka Yekau had to have a monopoly of Uganda. And when Kabaka Yekau was killing the DPs, the UPC supported. But in 1964, the UPC decided to open up branches in Uganda. How did Kabaka Yekari Yake? Bakuba Masomero. But the father of Sheikh Kamaleke Lutalo was killed. Bamokera munyumba. You Kabaka Yeka subjected to atrocities to the UPCs or Mwangata UPC Uganda. Are we going to be nominated people because Mwanga surrendered his nominated seat to Kakonge? The first Uganda to go into exile was Kakonge. As Uganda was celebrating independence, Kakonge fled to Tanzania. And Nyerere told him to come back. Mwanga offered his nominated seat to Kakonge. This is how Nyerere appreciated Mwanga. Temushima, you don't make a research. Kagati,
so,
UPC, again, mu parliament, a take a waka chikunga Namuganza to investigate the atrocities of Kabaka Yeka's UPCs. The intention was to ban Kabaka Yeka's party. When it came to parliament, it was diverted and targeted Oboti. This is one. The Kabaka Yeka MPs close to UPC to boost anti-Oboti forces. Amasaza against the Chama Karako, Katumula Geko. Kakati Bureshi Bingira. I was acting prime minister. Oboti fled to northern Uganda. Namale Nakumwenda. Ezabaganda Sebarogeram. When Sabani Oporoti, the army commander, was sent to send a letter to Obote Ramasisi Katulika, Ngaka going to Kutriko and Ngamavia, Bemujeo, Tradung, Sergeant to the Bamasas.
Chogamba Namuganza.
Anti Namuganza, Yiswerium. Nti, Obote Ejitese Charichi Ze, Okutwala, Okubaninga Kabaka Yeka. The anti-forces in UPC collaborated with the Muhoozi and the Kabaka Yeka people to boost numbers by Jacob. Diabia Masanga Naji. Obati fled to northern Uganda. Babamutwalira, Gundi, Sabani Oporoti. Yamutwalira Barue Muita Komeu Kampala, Emberenge Zigwa, to engage into Kumato, Donk of Waduka, or the one of our center, Waduka.
Toliko Namuganza, Katumalize, Namuganza,
Yasango, but an Mkazuba Nabira Muruja. Bateme Chikumi Were. Obati and his wife Miriam fled in different directions. At this Tewali walk for Baba Alabagana Bachoruva Numa. Nobody Chibamukola Chibakola, Bobo Kabaka. When you provoke somebody hits your heart, he will hit your heart, the one you are tormenting. But in a true, you know, so,
motion ya Namuganza, Ujetegereza,
this government is already divided. You have different contradictions. You have a lot of contradictions. Look what an incident where the police was attacked in again the Butambala, Echabadas. If you get an intelligent man like me, I would put the police force inside. People identified, spotted foreigners in the area. You would call some foreigners, and people with they did not know. They subjected them to a lynching. Let us ask, what's the distance between the police and where the incident happened? And why did the police respond unusually quickly to rescue these people? If you are an intelligent OC, people who have survived a mob, can you put them in the prison in your station? What if they mount an attack? They would have been transferred to impeach. Yuli mbwa. Kakati baba take out another thing that they don't of. Let us ask. If these people are in custody, and you see the people who came to rescue them went it where they had been lynched and provoked the people. Abasajja bebankubidde wano babatuttewa. Omusajja ne babagamba ne babasporting nti nga mwogeranga bo ne babattirawo. Why? These people knew that these people would know them, would describe them. That's why they were eliminated, taken to a police station. Agreed. Kakati police station to Muhoozi. If you have the survivors, the inmates, babagulidde bafulumye baliwa. Abasiba abatolose baliwa musajja gwe n'empweyo nabano obusajja bw'omubwa muliro obusiru. Where are the inmates? Kitegeeza abasibe bano tebabadde mu kkomera. Oyinza n'okubuuza abasibe abasurvivors ekkomera balyokeza emirambo gy'abasibe giriwo. Where are the dead bodies? If the prison was banned, after rescuing their people, they banned the prison. Where are the dead bodies? Mubigambe basirusiru. 3 ne bakugamba nti baleseewo era enyongo yagamba mbu baleseewo magazine nabano baleseewo esimu muzirete. Miso has the capacity to retrieve audio byebayogedde 7 days before. I can do it.
Kale obadde ku baba TV utelevya Namuganza yagala kintu kimu. Namuganza wants to drag a parliament to court, and you cannot avoid this because the president is there. When Kataga gave this money to MPs, he went to court, and the judge ordered, which means the parliament is under court. Can court do otherwise?
The future speaker touch money.
They are subjecting.
The yes have it. Have you forgotten that the parliament is under the parliament? Parliament is under courts. Did we create a monster that cannot be tamed? This woman Namuganza is dragging
parliament to court
for the constitutional court.
Whatever it is, will be
what powers that the parliament have over minister, apart from vetting, and the vetting was reduced by the judge of a judge in Uganda to academic qualification. What are the powers of the committees? It is going to give ministers liberty. Parliament is losing. Parliament is losing.
Program by Dutch Queen Sawa ina edomulize ojigobere bulungi
babule moto keziri kwa baso zaita mugendeyo mulabe
muyanga